Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about all of the upcoming new perfume releases that are right around the corner, as well as some that have just recently come out and they are now available to buy. And I am so excited about some of these, especially for one perfume specifically, which I think a lot of us collectively are going to be really excited about this. It just looks so good and I can't wait to get into it. This is probably going to be my last new perfume releases video for the year. My next one will be in 2025, which is crazy to even say out loud. Like, how are we literally a month and a half away from 2025? Can you guys come to terms with that? Because I can't. I feel like 2024 literally just started like a month ago, but anyways, I'm really excited though for all the holiday content that I'm going to be doing. I have a lot of really fun videos planned, and I'm also really excited to film my best perfumes that I tried in 2024 video. There's a lot of amazing perfume releases this year, perfumes that are now staples in my personal collection, so I cannot wait to film that. I will be filming that soon for you guys, and I can also do the body spray version if you guys want that. So I'm just really excited for all of the end of the year content. But with all that said, let's get into today's video and talk about all of the new end of the year perfume releases. Please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and turn post notifications on, and let's get started. By the way, really quickly, just a little side note, I just posted a little small declutter on my Mercari. I'll pop all of the listings here, so if you want any of these right now, they are currently available. I just posted them yesterday, so if you want any of them, get them before they sell out. My Mercari link will be in my description box. Let's start with perfume release number 1. Now this one is not out yet, but this is the most exciting perfume in this entire video, at least for me, but I feel like for a lot of us, because let's just say Kayali knows what we want, and I wish more brands would do this. Obviously the market right now, people are really into vanillas and gourmands and candy like scents, marshmallows and all of that. I think Kayali is coming up to be probably one of my favorite houses. This new Kayali fragrance is called Yum Bougie Marshmallow. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know about this one because a lot of you have DM'd me. And I do follow Kayali, so I knew about the release and I have been waiting for the release date. So I opened up the Kayali Instagram real quick just to let you guys know. The Sephora app preview is going to be Monday, November 18th, and that covers a lot of countries, and then the global launch for this fragrance is Wednesday, November 20th. I will be blind buying this. I don't care if it doesn't come locally at my Sephora, which I'm sure it will be, but I will blind buy this and order it online the second that it drops. I think you can go on the wait list for it as well, which I probably should do. I haven't joined the wait list yet. Let's get into these notes. These notes are absolutely delicious. So this is supposed to take marshmallow to a new level of indulgence. They say on their website that our aim was to capture the essence of marshmallow with an intensity that feels almost tangible. This fragrance embodies marshmallow's airy, melt-in-your-mouth texture while delivering an irresistible layer of sweetness. It's a blend of succulent strawberries, bright florals, and luscious, sugary warmth that's both sumptuous and alluring. That sounds amazing. I'm all for that. The official notes are top notes of pink apple, Italian lemon, freesia, nectarine blossom, middle notes of orange blossom water, pink marshmallow, strawberry, coconut flakes, and base notes of whipped vanilla, raspberry sugar, floral musk, ambrox, and Kayali's signature note. Ooh, I don't know what that means, but I guess it's like a secret note. I am so excited about what this is gonna smell like. Now, I'm going on Fragrantica, and I know a couple people have gotten their hands on this through like PR or whatnot. So on Fragrantica right now, it is showing me a list of some perfumes that this perfume is supposedly, allegedly compared to. We have Burberry Her, Killian's Love Don't Be Shy, we have Yara, Britney Spears Fantasy. It's a lot of perfumes that are very different from one another, but they all have that sweet girly kind of thing in common. It's like the most exciting one on this list. This is gonna be a 1000% yes for me, and the second I have my hands on it, look out for my review. So yeah, that is the new Yum Bougie Marshmallow from Kayali. I love the name. Okay, next up there is 2 fragrances from Glossier. Now these perfumes just came out I think a month-ish ago. So they are out. You can find them in your local Sephora stores. They are online on Sephora, obviously the Glossier website. They released 2 flankers in the Glossier U range, which they only had the OG Glossier U for a while. So this was an exciting launch, especially because I love Glossier U. It's one of the perfumes in my entire perfume collection that constantly, without a fail, gets me the most compliments. So I was really excited for these 2, but I have a little bit of an update. I went into Sephora. I was really excited to smell these and I did not like either of them. So let me just quickly get into both and I'll tell you guys what I didn't like. Okay, first there is I'm sorry. This one has notes of violet, middle notes of Palo Santo, frankincense, myrrh, base notes of ambroxan and ambrette. I knew just based off of these notes that this was probably not the one I was gonna go for, but I smelled it anyway and it wasn't for me. It's one of those scents that's too edgy and it definitely resembles Le Labo Santal 33 a lot. So it was just giving me more of that rough, edgy, masculine vibe that I personally don't like. I know a lot of people have been really liking it, so you know, it's all about personal preference here, but it's not my type of scent. I mean, I knew just from the fact that it has Palo Santo, frankincense, myrrh, it's a lot of those edgier sort of notes, especially the Palo Santo. It's just a little too punchy on my skin. I feel like the best way I can describe the scent is it was basically like Santal 33 with a drop of Glossier U. That was not for me. I will not be picking this one up. And then Rev. Rev. This is the one that I was like, oh, I'm gonna love that. That's gonna be so good. The notes look really great. It has top notes of buttercream, middle notes of iris, plum, sandalwood, almond, and base notes of ambroxan and ambrette. So the notes are very inviting, notes that I really love. Iris always gives off that makeup powdery kind of scent. I love plum, woodsy notes, a buttercream. Sounds delicious, right? But when I smelled it, it didn't work for me, and I can't pinpoint exactly what I didn't like about it. There was something too powdery. It just didn't mix well with my chemistry. Let's just say that. I kind of liked it more when I first sprayed it on than the dry down, because I remember I sprayed it at the store and I didn't even really love the opening, but the opening was better than the dry down because once I left the store, I kept sniffing Rev. I will say this though, Rev in my opinion is stronger than Do, whatever it's called. That one wore off really fast on me, whereas Rev stayed on for a while, which is good for longevity if you do like it, but not good if you don't like the scent. And especially in the dry down, it was like borderline giving me a headache. So these were really disappointing, unfortunately. I had really high hopes for these, but they were just not for me. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on these 2 Glossier fragrances. I know a lot of people have been really liking them, so I don't know. Maybe it's an unpopular opinion, but that's just my opinion. This perfume is very niche. Nobody's really talking about this one, but I follow Georgina Rodriguez on Instagram. She is Cristiano Ronaldo's wife, and she came out with a fragrance. She always looks like she is so put together and she looks like she smells amazing. So when I saw that she was coming out with a perfume, I had kind of high hopes for it. So this is by the brand Laverne, which I've never heard of, and this is called Sense. It looks so feminine and so pretty. I mean, you guys can see the bottle. It almost looks like a little, I don't know, Barbie doll. It also has this vintage vibe to it. It's supposed to be inspired by a flower that swayed like a ballerina. This has top notes of black currant, mandarin, middle notes of jasmine, iris, cashmere, orange blossom, and base notes of musk. The notes are so pretty and the overall vibe of the fragrance is just like so feminine and beautiful. I would love to get this. This perfume retails for $149, which I don't really know anything about this brand, but it seems like a more high-end niche brand. So I would say that price is not like horrible considering, you know, niche price points, which can tend to be like $300-400. But yeah, this one's really interesting. Honestly, I might just bite the bullet and buy it at some point. This perfume is not yet on Fragrantica, and I really want it to go on Fragrantica so I can just kind of find out more, because I feel like I can just kind of navigate Fragrantica more rather than just like their website. And I want to see, you know, what fragrance is being compared to, just so I kind of have more of an idea of what the vibe is with this scent. Next, there's a new perfume released by Merit, which Merit is a makeup brand, but they have just released a perfume and it looks really interesting. I think the bottle is really cute. It looks like it's that your skin but better kind of fragrance. Based off of some people's reviews, I've kind of gathered that this is along the same lines as scents like Glossier U, where it's that kind of clean, musky, your skin, but better more so like skin scents, like very woody and that kind of thing. This has top notes of pear, ambrette, aldehydes, which that part I'm not the biggest fan of because I don't usually like super aldehyde kind of fragrances, but we'll see. I haven't smelled this one yet. And then it has bergamot, middle notes of orris, jasmine, violet, rose, rosemary, and base notes of musk, vanilla, and moss. I also see father figure compared to this scent, which I love father figure so freaking much. So this one is also making me really curious. And this fragrance is available on Sephora. So far, it hasn't hit my stores yet, but it looks like it might be because it's not showing it as like an online exclusive. It's just maybe hasn't come to my stores yet. This retails for $92 and I feel like that's kind of steep because this is only 1 fluid ounce. Ooh, I don't know about that. I didn't know it was that small for this price point. And I also didn't know that it was this price point. Like I figured it'd be like 60 or 70, but $92 for 1 fluid ounce? Girl. I mean, it is a Clean at Sephora brand, so it is like a cleaner product. I'll give it that, but still like $92 for 1 fluid ounce? Maybe if it like knocks my socks off, I might give it a chance, but I'm gonna have to smell that first. I wouldn't necessarily blind buy it, but let me know you guys' opinions if you've gotten your hands on this one. There's another really fun gourmand out there by a house that I've never tried before or really even heard before. I heard of this on TikTok, and as soon as I saw the name, I was like Googling it right away because I'm like, okay, I have to share that with my audience because it seems like something we all would love here. This is called Dipped in Chocolate and it's by Imaginary Authors. I don't own any of their scents. I don't know anything about their scents, but this one, the notes, it has notes of chocolate, vanilla, waffle, benzoin, sandalwood, and cardamom. And even the perfume bottle, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the perfume bottle looks a little cheapy in my opinion, but it's like a fun graphic, I guess. But just the way that it's advertised and everything, it just looks like it's literally like a chocolate cake, sweetness, sugary overload of a fragrance, which we all know I love, and I know a lot of you guys love. So if any of you have picked the scent up, let me know because this looks good. Let's go up a little more high-end. There's a new Montale fragrance that just released. This is called Arabian's Musk. This just looks like a perfume that is made for royalty. It has top notes of honey, bergamot, middle notes of dates, orange blossom, and base notes of musk, sugar, tonka bean, and vanilla. The notes are pretty good. Very sweet notes too. Weirdly enough, I'm seeing this being compared to Bianco Latte. Judging by the name Arabian's Musk, I would not think that this would be gourmand to the level of Bianco Latte, but I don't know, maybe it is. I'm also seeing Camra by Lattafa that's being compared to this, which that I can kind of see a little bit more because it is more musky and boozy and just a little bit more elevated. This one just looks really good. The reviews that I'm reading on Fragrantica, a lot of people say that this is more feminine than it is unisex because it is a unisex fragrance, but that honey in combination with the dates and the sugar and also the vanilla, like this is giving some really nice sweet vibes. I'm gonna have to go into like a niche perfume store and smell this. And then the last one that I have for this video is actually a new release from Byredo. This is called Desert Dawn. This has top notes of rose petals, cardamom, middle notes of cedarwood, sandalwood, carrot seeds, base notes of silk, papyrus, musk, and vetiver. This looks like it's very woody, and that silk note makes me think it's gonna be very silky, like just really smooth. It looks really feminine, but it is a unisex fragrance. So, like it has more of those like airy, fresh rose, just more feminine vibes to it. But obviously you can wear any perfume that you want. Someone in the comments on Fragrantica has described it to be smelling like Mojave Ghost with a creamy coconut vibe. That actually sounds pretty good. Mojave Ghost was not necessarily a bad fragrance, but first of all, I decluttered mine because every time I would wear it, my husband hated it, which is so weird because it's just like, it didn't seem like it would be a polarizing scent because it's just like a really nice freshie, but he did not like it, and him not liking it made me kind of not like it, so I just decluttered it. And it's not like I was like head over heels in love with it either, so I just got rid of mine. But the way that this person is describing it, like Mojave Ghost with a creamy coconut base, that sounds pretty good. But again, with Byredo, I'm gonna have to smell it because it's a pricey one. So that is it for this video. Those are all the new releases that I've personally gathered that have piqued my curiosity. I'm sure there's so many more new releases, so let me know any more that you think I'd be interested in the comments down below. And let me also know if you have gotten your hands on any of the perfumes I just talked about and what you think about them, because I'm still unsure about some of these, if I want to pick them up or not. So you can either convince me or not in the comments. But yeah, that is it for me today. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn post notifications on, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.